Welcome to Behind the Crafter. I'm your host JD, and today I'm talking to a cozy Minecraft YouTuber who creates cute and funny Let's Plays and 100-day videos in single player or with friends. I'd like to give a big welcome to Sev, or SunnySev. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice, windy, cool day. Definitely autumn is starting.
It's cold.
It
I'm
is.
scared of winter.
I'm not a
It's
big
gonna be
fan.
cold.
Yeah, I'm not a big
No,
fan of
I like
winter.
summer. I like summer. That's why I'm called SunnySev. Ooh,
Yes. Oh, yes. So,
the summer.
so it's a lot of fun trying to get scheduling people to talk with me, and it's most fun with people who are on the other side of the world. So
Oh
it
yeah.
yeah, so it can be interesting, but I'm glad you were able to make it today. I have a holiday today, so it's nice and easy for me. Hope for you it is.
Ah, you're using the holiday to do the
Yes.
podcast. Yay. Yeah, it's just like night here.
Mm.
You're gonna get unhinged night, Sev.
It's early.
Beware.
It's early afternoon for me. So,
Yeah, that's
for
chill.
first off, this is all about Minecraft and YouTube. So, perfect question is, how did you start playing Minecraft?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mm.
Um, so I started playing Minecraft like I think that it was like a Black Friday sale, and I saw Minecraft for PlayStation 4
Uh huh.
on discount, and I was like, I kind of know like the game because it's a big popular game. So like some children would wear shirts or something with Minecraft on it, so you
Yeah.
you know the word, but you don't really know what it is. But I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, this is popular. It's on sale. I'm buying it. And I had no idea what I was getting myself
Yeah.
into. Because it was so scary at first. I was like, oh, no, no. I launched the game. It was like the old PlayStation 4 edition, which was a bit different. The crafting layout and everything, it was
Right.
so different to like Java or Bedrock even.
Oh,
And
this is
then
console. Okay.
yeah, console. Yeah, PlayStation 4 edition, the old console edition. They changed it. I think it doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I played that, and that edition actually had a tutorial at the beginning. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't just drop into a world and it's like, oh, what the heck do I do? I'm gonna die. So it's like you go into a world and there's like a whole wall around you, and there's just this tiny area with a forest, and then it just tells you you need to survive the first night, chop some wood, build a house. So I do that. I just build like a tiny square without a roof. Then it goes nighttime. I'm like, oh no, I'm
Mm.
screwed. I'm like, okay, what is actually going to happen? And I look outside and there's this giant spider. And it was so scary because I'm scared of spiders. I was like, no, 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 no. And then I exited out of the game and didn't touch it for several months.
It's a horror game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was so scary. Like imagine a giant spider that's like going like la, 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 and then
Mm-hmm.
like the sound. Ugh, no, 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 no. It was so gross. Yeah, and I hated it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then I kind of like randomly played it again, just like opened it. And I was like, okay, what else is there? Like I played through the tutorial again. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, ooh, and avoided all of that. And then I went into survival and I died to zombies straight away. Uh, and then I discovered peaceful mode.
Yes.
And I played that for so many hours.
Mm-hmm.
I just discovered like the grinding, like mining diamonds and going into caves without monsters. It was so great. And
Mm.
exploring. I got lost in the nether and didn't find my way back home. And I still haven't found my first starter house to this day. It was good. Yeah, but that's kind of how I got into Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I started
Good
with
old days.
console edition as well, Xbox One.
Yay!
And then I discovered, oh, there's Bedrock edition and it's a much bigger world. Because the console
Oh,
edition's so
true.
tiny.
The borders, yes,
Yeah.
even the Nether had a border. It
Yeah.
was so weird. It was so weird. True.
I would
Yeah,
imagine the
Bedrock.
Nether. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Nether would be much smaller.
Yeah, it was tiny. I played on Super Flat Creative on
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation and built houses from tutorials. I
Mm-hmm.
made a city in Super Flat, and I went to the Nether there, made like a roller coaster in the Nether, and there was this giant bedrock wall from the bottom to the ceiling, like a vertical wall. It was
Oh.
so scary. I was scared because it wasn't like a flat wall. It was like some blocks looking out, and no, it was
Mm-hmm.
creepy. I was scared. It was
So,
cool though.
so how did you start as a content creator?
Yeah, so that's kind of like how my Minecraft journey continued because when I started building my super flat, like village city kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
I went to YouTube and looked up tutorials like, oh, how can I build a giant skyscraper? I built really cool stuff like actual real life buildings, but like, of
Ah.
course, from tutorials. So, like, those cool people just taught me how to like place blocks, how many different blocks there are, because you never really find those cool blocks in survival. Like
Yeah.
when you're just casually playing, you're just like, oh, cobblestone, oak wood. So it was like, oh, sandstone and stairs and slabs. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
special. So I tried all of those and then just even built my own things. And it just like started going into like my building era. And then when I looked up those tutorials, I found like a YouTuber called Grian.
Ah. Yes.
Everyone knows Grian. Yeah, so I found like him, um, and he made like tutorials where he just time lapsed his builds and just talked over how he's doing it instead
Mm-hmm.
of just like block by block kind of thing. So I was like, ooh, interesting. He's just like talking about the game and just talking random stuff. I was like, huh. And then I looked onto his channel. I was like, interesting. And
Mm-hmm.
saw his other stuff. And he had like, I think he just joined Hermitcraft.
Yeah.
It was like exactly at that time, like Hermitcraft season 6 when he just started. And I was like, what the heck is that? So I was like, okay, I'm going to click. So I clicked, I watched it, and I was like, what? What? And then there were already a couple more episodes out. So I kept watching. I was like, what the heck are they all doing? They're like multiple people
Mm-hmm.
playing together, like talking and like doing stuff. I was like, what is going on here? This is the coolest thing ever. And then I just spent like a whole year just binge watching Hermitcraft, mostly
Mm-hmm.
Grian, and then Mumbo Jumbo, Iskal, and then just basically all of the hermits. I just watched everyone and just binge watched all of their episodes of season 6.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think when season 6 was kind of coming to an end, that's when I was like, I kind of want to do this too,
Yeah.
huh? I was obsessed. I was like, I want to have this experience. I want to have friends like that and just play Minecraft on an SMP and like play survival and tell stories through Minecraft survival. So yeah, I was like kind of already like playing this like off camera, just
Mm-hmm.
going to random public Minecraft servers on Bedrock Edition and just like because I got a laptop, then got Bedrock, so I could record stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I played on Bedrock and went on some public SMPs and people kept blowing up my house.
Ah.
And I got banned for duplicating items because I was stupid and somebody showed me and I didn't know it was wrong. They put me in a prison. I was sad. Good times. Yeah, but at some point I went on some sort of private-ish random Bedrock SMP with like a couple people,
Mm-hmm.
and I just started recording videos from there. Just super cringe, just being like, "Yay, I'm speaking English and I'm recording Minecraft. I'm so cool because this is fun." And I sounded like an 8-year-old boy doing that.
Ah.
So bad.
The early
So bad.
days of making videos. Yeah. Sometimes I like to go back to people's first videos and see what they're like, and most of the time they're pretty bad.
Yep. Oh, they're privated, like in my
Yeah.
case.
Mine's
Nope.
public. Mine is completely public,
Good to know.
and I started recording on Bedrock Edition as well on my laptop, which amazingly still works. This laptop is like 11 years old, but I had an awful mono mic, and it sounded like I was talking over a phone. It was such bad quality. 20 frames per second as well. So for the
Yikes.
first 10 months, my videos are just crap quality. They look they
Same.
look terrible. But one of them happens to be my number one most viewed videos.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Oh my
and
gosh.
and it's and
That
it's
was
and
so
it's
good.
one of the most useless tutorials for the fletching table.
Oh. Fletching too. I think I watched one of your tutorials in like my early days of Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like how to make a potion of fire resistance or something.
Ah,
I
yes.
googled that on YouTube. Your thing came up. It's like, oh, I follow this guy on Twitter. Ha ha ha, that's so funny.
My potions
Then I just
videos,
watched it.
yeah, my potions videos are still some of my most popular ones.
That is so funny. It's like sometimes so many random things that get picked up. It's like, why is this famous? Why is this popular?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So I'm
Oh my
guessing
gosh.
that Hermitcraft was your inspiration, of course.
Yep,
But you
definitely.
said you spent a lot of time building in on a flat world. But over time, your building style changes, I'm sure. So what are your
Mm-hmm.
usual build styles these days?
Oh yeah, these days they're
Mm-hmm.
no longer ugly boxes out of glazed terracotta like in my first world. So now it's basically just cottagecore. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's my main thing. I always go back to when I don't know what to build. Cottagecore.
That's
And for me,
popular these days.
cottagecore is just yeah, exactly. It's super popular. That's how I kind of found it. I think I found it through Gemini Tay.
Mm.
And for like a long time I thought she invented that. I was like, am I allowed to use this in my video? Can I say cottagecore because like Gemini Tay made this? And my friends were like, what the heck? She didn't make this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a word.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whoops. And I was like, oh, I can build cottagecore. And then I just made like cute houses and lots of leaves and foliage and flowers and like adorable little details and like some cute little farmhouses. And I just love that style, but
Mm-hmm.
I often also like to mix it up because I don't know, I have like the weird habit of never making a build look the same in my worlds. Like I have
Mm.
my like my hardcore world that's like 1.5 years old. And not one build has the same block palette because every time like, oh, I've done this before, boring. I don't want to do this again. And
Mm-hmm.
then I use a completely different block palette, still somehow make it cottagecore ish, and then some other elements in it, and then just completely make a mess in my world. And everything looks like I've just thrown paint on a giant canvas, and it's just a bunch of different colorful builds. But people say it looks good. I don't know if it looks good because
Well,
I'm like, okay, I don't know. Maybe I should use the same roof color for my builds so it looks the same, sort of. But I don't know. I just didn't.
yeah, if you look at some modern cities, that's the way it is.
Exactly.
Very random.
True. True. Exactly. My world is random, like
Yeah.
my brain.
So so where do you get your ideas from?
That's a good question.
Like sometimes,
Usually
like
it's
for
just like
myself,
my brain.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, usually it's just like from my brain when
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like thinking about random stuff. Like, oh, what should I do for my next video? And then I just imagine things like, oh, I could do a giant wagon, and then I'm always thinking, what purpose should this have? Because that's like the main thing I always need my builds to have. They always
Mm-hmm.
need to have a purpose. Like it needs to be a home for an animal or a home for a monster, like a house going around a redstone farm or like a storage or
Mm-hmm.
like it needs to have something that needs to help me progress in the world. So it's
Yeah.
like if it's just a box with random interior, but nobody lives there, or like I don't live there, that's like,
Mm-hmm.
why did I build this? I need to put a villager in there to live there.
Mm. Yeah. I like building so that everything has a purpose. But in some cases, if I'm building a city, each thing doesn't really have to have a purpose within, like, it doesn't have to have a farm or something inside. But of course, one of the big purposes is to look good. But I
Oh,
also like to attach stories to them.
yes.
So, like, someone lives there. What kind of person is it? And that's what I'm doing right now for one of my series. So everything has a story.
I love that. Yeah, that is perfect. Exactly. Like if it doesn't house a farm or something, then it needs to have some sort of story. Like, oh, I'm building this because an ancient civilization lived here
Hmm.
and this is their homes or something. I actually learned that really early in like my Minecraft gaming life. In like my first super flat PlayStation world, I started making some houses from tutorials, but they didn't have interiors, so I made that myself.
Hmm.
And then I put little signs on it, like who lives there. Like on there's like a water elevator, and then on every floor I put like a name. And then of course I did stupid stuff like Mr. Flower Power, I never shower, lives here. It was stupid, but it told a story. Every
Yeah.
time I went in there, I was like, ha ha ha, I made this joke, haha, I'm so funny. I wasn't, but I thought I was. It was so bad. It was just so bad.
Speaking of interiors, do you prefer to do exteriors or interiors? Or are you fine with both?
I like both, but I like the exterior more,
Hmm.
especially in survival,
Yeah.
because the interior in survival is a bit like always running to my storage and then grabbing like three pots, three stairs, one fence gate, one pressure plate, and
Hmm.
then just going back like, I don't like this running back and using the same thing with a different wood type. So it's like a lot of work. So sometimes it's a bit overwhelming to decide what I actually do for interiors. But I somehow always figure it out with a whole bunch of trapdoors and
Hmm.
flowers. Then it works. But yeah, exterior is more fun because I love making weird, funny houses.
Yeah. So these days, who is your inspiration? Because before it was Hermitcraft, right?
Yeah, exactly. Before it was Hermitcraft, it's still a bit of Hermitcraft in
Hmm.
there. Like I still like I don't have a lot of time to watch Hermitcraft anymore,
Hmm.
but I still watch some of them. And I think my biggest inspiration is still Mumbo Jumbo and his weirdness. I love his weirdness.
Yeah.
It's always the weird things he says, and then just weird things he does, and his weird like catchphrases. I love when YouTubers have catchphrases
Hmm.
like Mumbo Jumbo, be like "I'm chuffed to bits" or something like that, or like Iskal being like Omega of Doom and hello
Hmm.
and weird stuff like that. It's so funny. Yeah, so like they're like my inspiration for like the weird funny stuff and just for like Minecraft content in general, for like the creation process, the style of content. It's basically all of my friends like Infinite Drift, for crafting, Brookella, the Little Red, many, many, many more.
Hmm.
Like all the Minecraft gals,
Yeah.
they're my biggest inspiration because they're kind of the reason why I'm doing the content like the way I'm doing it now.
Right.
Because I don't know, I was like struggling to find a style that I love and that people are actually like going to watch. And then they were like just there being like, oh hi, we're doing this and we're successful and we're loving it. And I'm like, what? I want to be like those amazing girls. And then I just kind of did whatever I wanted and what I loved, and then I don't know, kind of worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. So you do several different kinds of videos. I've looked at your channel. I watched the video in which you were a bird last night.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was the most random thing I've
Yeah.
ever done.
And it's funny because on your page, on your channel, the recommended videos starts off with I survived 100 days as a witch, which is your most recent one.
Uh,
Then
oh
Minecraft, but
yeah.
I'm a bird. And then you built a storage ship in hardcore Minecraft, Guild SMP,
Ah yeah.
and built a
Ah
hide and
yes.
seek house. Those are the recommended ones for me.
Uh, ah oh yeah, there's this for you section thing, right?
Yeah.
At the top. Oh true. I always forget that exists. That's so funny. Like what I always wondered what that for you section shows to people because for me it shows my old videos. I'm like, put this
Mm,
away, put this
me
away.
too.
It's cringe. That is so funny. That's cool that
Yeah.
people see like recent videos. I
hmm
like that.
So you've got some SMP videos, you've got 100 days videos, and you also mentioned to me cozy
Oh
style.
yes. Yes, the cozy style. That's basically my entire channel, sort of.
hmm
Like I'm always wondering, am I really in the cozy niche? Because sometimes I just freak out and scream and say really weird stuff. Like in my Witch 100 Days, it's like, oh, we're gonna make this beautiful cottagecore witchy base, and then I crafted a broomstick. I was like, oh my gosh, there are leaves coming at it. It looks like it's pooing. It was so random. I'm like, okay, but other than that, other than like saying weird stuff, it's like I'm sort of cozy. I'm showing all the grindy stuff. I'm like playing the game. Like people are there with me when I play. I'm not skipping like a huge amount of stuff.
hmm
I'm just playing the game the way I love it, and that's like a more relaxed kind of style. I don't want to rush off and kill the ender dragon mainly because I'm scared of it. So it's like I just want to build cozy things, and I love the early game. I hate getting out
mm
of the early game. Sometimes I love it, but I want to stay in it for as long as possible.
hmm
In my single player, I'm just like I just want to like do all the like cozy exploring and
Yeah.
just like walking around picking flowers. I love that.
See, what I'm doing in my chill Minecraft series is the entire series is about building starter houses. So I'm traveling around,
Ooh.
going to different biomes, and my goal is to build a different starter house for each biome. So I guess with the Pale Garden added in, that'll be 65 biomes.
Oh
So
my
that,
gosh. I literally want to do a video about that. That is
yeah.
so funny that actually doing that. I love that so much. I want to do that so badly to have like, I don't know, 100 days or I
hmm
don't even know, where it's just like building a base in every single biome
hmm
and then just like having a theme. And I want to do that with like mods. I
Hmm.
love mods.
So what I'm
Furniture. Yes.
so what I'm doing is very simple builds. I don't care about building anything big. I do that in other series. But this one is just for me to get back to the basics, like early game, and explore, build something simple. And I do it in a way in which I am speaking very calmly. And people have said I sound like the Bob Ross of Minecraft. And
That is so funny.
but sometimes, like recently, I was just coming out of this house that I was building, and I got this biggest jump scare. And of course, I got a bit loud, which was not what I'm supposed to do in that series, and it turned out to be a wandering trader.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it took me right out of
Oh.
my character for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just like I've given up trying to just like be calm or be loud or something. I'm
hmm
just me whenever. Like
Yeah.
when something happens, I don't even know what my reaction is going to be until it happens, and sometimes my reaction is super weird and then I'm like, "Yes, I recorded this." It's always so weird. Yeah, I don't know like I don't know how people like you can do it. You can like talk calmly. I don't
hmm
know how people can like talk calm. Like, do you know Wax Fraud? He is
Yep.
so calm.
Yeah.
He's so calm. Like he has this voice, and then like he has this super cozy, smooth voice.
hmm
And when he talks, like it doesn't matter like what he's saying. It's always so cozy.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Yeah, I love that. And then I don't know, like I think like my friend Drift has it too. She's just like
hmm
cozily doing her commentary long plays.
Mm.
And when I do a cozy commentary long play, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a creeper. Ah! And then I go in the caves. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine. I'm actually in peaceful mode, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. I can't do it. I'm just
Very
screaming
cozy.
all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I'm so cozy. Yeah. So I'm kind of in the cozy niche, but also in the I'm weird and I scream a lot niche.
It's part of your personality.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm just Sev core.
So, speaking about your name, I've noticed you've changed your name a few times over the
Oh my
last
gosh,
couple of
yes.
years.
I
So,
can't stick with anything. I'm
and
so bad at this.
and I've often wondered how did you pronounce each of the names, like especially early on.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Like honestly, like my first names, my super super early first names, they were always bird related.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wanted to be called Seven something because oh my gosh,
Hmm.
7 is a cool number. I'm cool. Um, that's like where Sev came from.
Yeah.
And then I was like obsessed with like a fairy tale called The Seven Ravens. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. But I didn't want to be called The Seven Ravens because that's weird. Um, so so first I wanted to be like just Sev. It was
Mm-hmm.
taken everywhere because there's like a German YouTuber called Sev. I'm
Mm.
like, dang it. And they're also gaming YouTubers. I'm like, dang it. No, they took my name. But it was theirs first, so it's okay. So I first went like for it is Sev, but the
Mm-hmm.
other way around.
Oh.
And then that was my first name. And then it sounded like the coronavirus. I made it like in 2020. And it sounded like it was like because it is backwards. It's like itis, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a virus. And
Mm-hmm.
it was so funny. I made that name. I didn't realize that because I didn't have a lot of subscribers, so nobody was like saying that, or I didn't even say my name out loud.
Yeah.
And then later when I went on an SMP, people were like, "Oh, how do I say your name?" And I'm like, and then they sometimes just said it. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was in the middle of lockdown, and they were like, "Oh, you did that name because we're in lockdown, huh? That's so funny." I'm like, no, it's not. I don't want to be coronavirus. That was so bad. And yeah, I don't know. I kept it for a while because I thought it was funny, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought it would cost money to change your name on Minecraft for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why I thought that. I thought that for a long time because that's usually the case in some games that I've played, like on PlayStation. If you want to change your name on PlayStation after like the second try, you have to pay like I don't know, $8. I don't know. I was like, I don't want to do that. That's
Mm-hmm.
weird. I don't want to pay money to change my name. So I was kind of stuck with it. And then later I was like, this sucks. And I will need to change it.
Yeah.
So but I still wanted to be called Sev because now that kind of stuck. All my friends called me Sev. That's like how they knew me. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to take that away from like my friends to have to get used to like some other name because I was used to the name. I like that name. I was like, it's cool. Has to stay. And then I randomly like entered stuff on Minecraft to see like on JayDeeMC to like see what was taken on Minecraft.
Yeah.
And just random stuff. I had so many random like names generated. I don't know if I used AI generator or something to come up with so many, but I had a giant mega giga list of 1 billion names, and half of them were taken, and the other half sounded garbage. And then I just had like a couple. Like there were names. I even had 7 ravens there. I even had that there from that fairy tale. I even had that there, but I think it was taken somewhere. So I was like, nah. But it's weird. I don't want to be called 7. That's weird. And I think I had like, and then the one I chose was Severus because it was like a randomly generated name, like Sev, and then random stuff generated after that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I think what is the guy called? Ares, like the god of war or something. It's like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, I can slay people in Minecraft. And then I sent it to my friend who is Finnish. And he was like, huh? That's a Finnish word. Like the Varus part is like Varus or something. I don't know. I can't speak Finnish. You roll the R. I can't do that. And he was like, that means raven. I was like, what the
Really?
heck? It was the weirdest coincidence
Mm-hmm.
ever. I was like, what the heck? That's how I started with the Seven Ravens fairy tale that I thought was the coolest thing ever for like no reason at all. And then I like accidentally chose like Sev and then like a word in another language that means raven.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm choosing this. And then I had the same problem with people not knowing how to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Me not knowing how to pronounce, like some people were like Severus. And then I was like Severus. And then some people were like Severus. And that sounded even weirder. Like the British people was like Severus. Like really fast. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, you need to say Severus. It was weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like I still think it's a cool name,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I've kind of felt like my time with it was over because I changed stuff a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, SunnySev fits my vibe more, and it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't taking on Minecraft. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted something cuter, something that fits my vibe
Yeah.
right now, and I don't know. I've been kind of in like a summer obsession lately, being like, I love summer and summer holidays and the beach and the sun and going outside and ice cream. Yeah, and I had like a channel banner with like a beach theme where I wrote like in the sand like subscribe or something or like my
Yeah.
name.
I'm looking at it
Like
right now.
Yep. Oh, you're looking at it.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. And I had that before I changed to SunnySev. So I was like, this is just like looking at me every time I look at my channel. I'm like I have the answer right in front of me.
Yeah.
It's SunnySev. Yay. I don't know. And I'm happy with it right now.
Yeah.
Who knows if I change it again? I mean, I've been good. I haven't changed my profile picture in like a year,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I haven't changed my Minecraft skin in like I think 2 years, except for when I go on SMPs, but I don't change my head or anything. So I've been good. I've been good.
I haven't changed my skin since since 2020. It's been 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Oh my
going with
gosh.
the same skin, and
Oh my gosh.
also on my channel, I'm using the same profile picture that I had when I
Oh
started,
my gosh.
and that was back when my channel was not named JayDeeMC. It was Dad Plays Minecraft, because I was introduced to Minecraft
Oh.
by my now 12-year-old daughter.
Oh,
But
cute.
there's also someone named Dadcraft, and
Ah,
so I'm sure you've heard of him.
I think.
You may have,
Wait,
yeah. I believe
wait. Is that the guy who does Hermitcraft stuff?
no, he doesn't.
I think there's another one. I don't know.
No,
There,
he's
there are multiple. Oh, there's Family Craft Dad. That's what I know.
yeah, maybe. But since I changed, I noticed that there's actually someone who has taken the name Dad Plays Minecraft. So I had to leave them a
Oh.
comment and say, "Hi, new Dad Plays Minecraft. I'm the old one." Um, but no, I'm sticking with my current name because I'm trying to build a brand around it.
Oh
So we'll
yeah,
see.
true. Yeah, I'm terrible for that. I can't do that. You're having like all your OG stuff. You're not changing it. Like you haven't
Yeah.
changed your skin in 4 years. I've changed my skin like in the last 4 years. I've changed it like at least 50 times. And most of that was in the first 2 years. Just
Hmm.
like adding stuff, being like, oh, I hate everything about this. And then at some point I walked around like a Pokemon owl. It was so bad.
I think I need to change my at least the clothes depending on what I'm doing. Like for my main Let's Play, I'm thinking since it's like a industrial age, but it's fantasy, but it's not what do you call it? It's not steampunk. It's just fantasy that happens to be in an industrial age. And
Oh,
um
cute.
and I'm just thinking I should at least make some clothes that don't look like a t-shirt and jeans. 'Cause that's what I'm wearing. Because I'm a
Yeah.
very casual person
Oh
in
yeah.
real life, so I wanted to reflect that. But
Yeah, maybe like
yeah,
some fantasy. I don't know. I'm terrible with Minecraft skins.
I am
I
too.
just got mine off of the internet.
Mm. So going to the YouTube side of things, what is your typical recording and editing session like? Like, what do you
So
do to
like,
go from the beginning, your idea to your finished video?
I think I work in like motivational outbursts.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my work ethic. I just have this random idea in my brain. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make this right now. And then I go to my computer, and then usually I just like go in a creative world because I usually just start designing a build in creative or
Yeah.
like a rough outline or something. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I make like a board, like a to-do list, like on a board with Minecraft signs in game, and then I
Mm-hmm.
write down what I want to do. If it's like 100 days, like a longer kind of video. If it's just like an episode in an already existing world, I usually know exactly what I'm gonna do, and that's just
Mm-hmm.
gonna revolve around this build or like an adventure or something. So I built this thing, and then once I've built something and I'm happy with it, I'm super motivated. I always have this like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go into the survival world and I'm going to grind out the resources and have so much fun. And then basically I just go and do that.
Mm-hmm.
I basically just start recording. And then what I do is I record in like the afternoon or evening, and I always edit in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I never have like this huge amount of footage piling up. So if I record all day in the afternoon, and I have like 3 hours of footage, I can just edit that in the morning and then just keep recording. And I'm already caught up on what I've already recorded, and I know where I'm at, and I don't have to panic like, oh, where was I? What do I have to do next? I forgot what I recorded yesterday because I just edited it. It's
Mm-hmm.
fine. So I just do that, and then once it's done, once it's all edited, I just put like some background music in, like at
Mm-hmm.
the end, and that's like I use that time to proof watch the entire video because I often make that mistake
Yeah.
that I leave stuff in that I repeat it because I'm like, so let's go mining. That's basically, I'm like, why? Why is that in the video? And I've sometimes forgotten to like cut it out. I'm like, oh no, it's in there. Oh no, the agony. So yeah, I proof watch everything so I don't have like this embarrassing moment. And of course, nobody's gonna notice that except me in the video.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still gonna freak out that it's there. So I make sure it's not there, and then I put it like once it's rendered. Um, I put it on YouTube, and while that is uploading, I'm making the thumbnail. Thinking about the title. I usually think about that before. I usually have like a picture in my head of what the thumbnail is going to look like and what the title is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I only bring it to life afterwards because I'm so motivated to just start recording. Once I have the idea, I don't want to do the thumbnail. I want to do that
Yeah.
like at the last possible moment.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's like one of the most important things. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I dread it so much. I don't want to do it. And then I'd always do something that is kind of cool and that I'm proud of. And I'm like, why did I dread this so much?
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I still dread it. I don't know.
You know, it's funny. You mentioned that like if you leave a mistake in, you're probably the only one that notices. But I've been watching a lot of Fwip's second channel where he does he just responds to comments, and I've seen him make the same mistake many times where he repeats something and it's not caught in editing or something, or he leaves it in there on purpose. And I know that some people do that just to generate comments.
Oh.
So leave the mistake in there and people will comment
That's
on
why
it.
Grian does it. Wait, because like the only person who have ever noticed it is Grian because I like religiously watch all his episodes and just like actually look at them, like because I usually just play stuff in the background. But his videos, I just like sit down, stare at my phone, watch them, and I catch some stuff sometimes. Maybe he's doing that too, so that people are like, "Oh my gosh, you left this in. You said this twice."
Yeah,
That's so funny. Interesting.
it is.
I didn't even know people have like sneaky strategies. That is so funny. I never even thought about that.
I've even
Kind of
seen
sneaky.
I've even seen videos made by people who teach people how to make videos. And they have said that sometimes if you leave a little mistake in there, that will increase the amount of interaction, which is a good thing for the algorithm.
Oh. Okay, that is interesting. I think I did one thing where that actually happened. Like for both of my most viewed 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
Um it's like I named my animals in there after a book series called Warrior Cats that I really, really love.
Yeah.
So I just named them. I didn't mention the book series. I was like, ooh, this is from a series. Like, let me know what it is. Like, if you know, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like the names being like I don't know, they're kind of unique names like Fireheart, Gray Stripe, Crow Feather. It's like
Mm-hmm.
cool cat. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I just randomly did that because I didn't know what to name my horses, like
Mm.
just randomly.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of embarrassed because I didn't know if anybody knew that book series because I don't know, I've never been like in book fandoms. I just read stuff, I fangirl about it in private, and then I move on.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if this is weird or cringe. So like I don't want people to know that I read this if they don't know what that is. I don't know, maybe it's awkward, maybe people don't like that. So I didn't say it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the comments just blew up with, oh my gosh, you read Warrior Cats? Oh my gosh, I'm a big fan. Oh my gosh, this was my childhood. Oh my gosh, you read this too. Oh my gosh, blah 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 blah. Like the entire comments. I was like, oh my gosh, all my viewers love the book series that I love. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I love this so much. I don't know. It was just like the cutest, most wholesome moment ever. I don't know. Maybe that kind of did like some engagement boost in the algorithm. I have no idea what the algorithm does,
Mm.
but if more comments about something like somehow generate more views, maybe that's like a secret hack. Talk
Yeah.
about warrior cats. That is so funny. That is
Yeah.
so funny.
Are there any really memorable interactions in your comments? Like something that really stands out, anything funny or even
Yeah,
negative, because
definitely
that happens
the
too.
warrior cat stuff. That's
Yeah.
definitely the funniest stuff. Also like when people just say the most random thing, like on my witch video, I don't know if I can remember this, but somebody commented that like their OC, like a character that they created, is like they're like, oh, my OC spends 1,000 years like being an immortal and training to be a witch. SunnySev does it in 100 days. I was like, this is so funny. It was like they just make up the most random stuff
Mm-hmm.
and just make a meme in my comments. I'm like, yes, a meme. This is good because I love when people just say the most random stuff. And I'm just like, this is funny. And I'm just sitting there, oh my gosh. And then they're happy that I thought it was funny. Yeah. And also when people comment on stuff that like some jokes I made. Because
Mm-hmm.
usually I don't know, like I don't if somebody makes a joke, I usually like don't comment on that because like I don't want to be weird and be like, oh, I noticed the poo joke or something. So like, but some people are like, oh my gosh, you said pee and poo, ha 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 ha, and it's so funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, they share my humor, and don't worry, my humor is not just pee and poo jokes. It's also farts. Just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Those are
I don't know.
always
Like
funny.
those are the funniest. Yep, I just love when people laugh when they thought something was funny or when they have like their own spin on things. Just
Mm.
the best. That when I'm like, oh, those people, they get me. They get
Yeah.
this joke. It's
Yeah.
the best.
It is. It can be really funny if you have some great commenters, especially if they return and
Oh, true.
leave lots of comments. But of course, there's also the negative comments. This usually only happens to me on some of my tutorials, and sometimes it's the older ones where, quite frankly, they were not very well done, and I really should redo them. But the one that stands out the most to me is when I did the awkward potion video. And
Awkward.
yeah, So in this part of the video, I'm in the Nether. I'm getting ready to gather some nether wart, but you can't do that in creative because everything just breaks. So I put on armor and go into survival to gather it. And people kept on saying, why do you have to go in, why do you go into, or not, why do you go into survival, but why are you wearing armor? You don't need to wear armor for this. Like, well, I don't want to die. I would like to,
Yeah.
I would like to not have to redo everything. So I'm putting on the armor. But at the same moment, there's a wither skeleton that comes in, and I killed it. This is the first wither skeleton I killed in this video. It's the only one. And it dropped a skull. I didn't notice it.
Ooh.
I didn't notice even during editing. But people kept on commenting. It's like, first try you get a skull? Really? Like,
That is so cool. The timing. Just
yeah,
like,
just luck.
dang. Just luck.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes you get the people that you just want to mute and say,
Oh
go
yeah, I
away.
don't really look at that.
Mm.
Sometimes I sort of like I try to read all my comments. I don't really get hate comments. I don't think I've seen a hate comment in like ages. I'm not doing tutorials anymore.
Yeah.
That's like a big reason why. It was always like, oh, you did these bad angles. I mean, it's okay if people want to build this, but like I'm also human. I just like did this
Yeah.
in like 5 minutes. I didn't think people would watch it. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I was learning. It's like that's okay. Yeah. Like, but back when I was still doing tutorials and also let's plays, every time I did a let's play, I was like, please make a tutorial. Please make a tutorial. I'm like, but I love making let's plays. I don't want to build this again in creative.
Yeah, that's
just like I don't know.
like that's the problem with my channel. My channel grew on tutorials, and most of my subscribers watch tutorials. So my let's plays do poorly compared to them. So it's like I'm starting like a brand new channel and posting as many let's plays as I can, which is what I'm doing these days. But I'm going to continue with the tutorials because guess what? That's what earns me money.
True.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm basically making a living off of. But I would like to have subscribers who watch for the let's plays more than I want for the tutorials. But still, it's hard to switch over to that. But I've seen people do it, and they've
I've
become
done it.
quite successful.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it is hard.
but I set out.
It's a struggle.
So very early on in my channel, I set out to do a tutorial for every feature of the game. So basically building an entire library of Minecraft. And I'm probably not even a quarter of the way through. I've been doing it
Oh
for
my god.
over 5 years.
Wow.
So maybe I'll get there.
Gosh. Yeah,
So
maybe you'll get there.
yeah. So I know
Wow.
some people like to look at the analytics. Do you ever look at them, or do you just not really care about it?
I usually not really care about it. What I like is subscriber milestones because that's kind of cool. Like I think last week or the week before last week, I hit like 77,777
Right.
subscribers. And I camped my PC on the subscriber live count. I was like, I need to catch a screenshot. I need to get a screenshot. And I literally recorded my screen while sitting at it, like, oh, any moment now, any moment now. And then it took 10 minutes. But I caught it. I was so happy.
Yeah, I was wanting to do the same thing with 60,000, and I just missed out by one. 60,001.
Oh, no.
And and actually, I was looking at your channel yesterday, and you were at 79.9K. Now you're at 80.1.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, already point one. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
yeah, you're over the 80,000 one. But
Yay!
now I do like looking at numbers myself because I love statistics. But I know a lot of people, when they look at their analytics, many of them think too negatively. And they get a lot of stress because they're not doing as well as they hoped they would be doing. But you really shouldn't stress about it, right?
Exactly, yeah. And like if you look at it too much and like analyze it too much, like if that
Mm-hmm.
kind of gets you down and demotivates you, then like don't look at it. Make
Yep.
videos instead. That's like my mindset because like there's been times where I just like randomly just looked at it while I uploaded a video because that's like when I open the YouTube studio and
Mm-hmm.
I upload a video and then I just like opened it on another screen like, oh, let's see how many views I got. I'm like, oh, last month I got more views and then I'm like, oh, am I doing something wrong? And I'm like, nah, don't go there. Like
Yeah.
there's like I sometimes I can't influence stuff. Maybe I had a banger video the month before. Maybe it's a seasonal thing, people going back to school, something like that.
Yeah.
Like and like unless like my channel suddenly goes to 0 views,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm fine. Everything is fine. I need to just like chill and just make videos. Yeah, and I've kind of been good about it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not looking at it a lot. Just like looking at subscriber count because I'm kind of in like the 100K like road. Like
Mm-hmm.
it could happen. It could happen. It could actually happen because I didn't think it would actually happen, and now it's like 20,000 subscribers away. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can see it, I can taste it.
Yep.
So I'm looking at my subscriber count a lot just for like that hype.
And while I do look at subscriber count, I also like looking at my view count just to see what milestones I can get to. And I just passed 20 million uh,
What?
in August. I'm about to hit 21 million probably this week. So
What the heck?
I like
That is
looking at
so
that,
good.
but it's because of the
Yeah.
tutorials.
Oh yeah. That is so many views.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And when I
That is
think
so cool.
when I think that, well, it's probably not that many people that watch, but there's a lot of people that would have watched multiple videos. But like that many, really? That's a big
Yeah,
number.
it is so many. Like so many people click like it's so amazing to me that so many thousands of views come in every hour
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't even know who they are. Like who are those people? Where are they from? What are they doing? Like it's just like it's just a number, but it's just so many people actually behind that and I'm like
Mm-hmm.
this is so cool. And sometimes I would like sometimes I just want to know like, oh, who is this? Like just pick a random number and like who is this person? Are they like some random person just coming home from school like, oh my gosh, a new set video, click. Or they're like looking up like some random Minecraft stuff and then they find my video like, oh my gosh, click. Like what makes them click on the video
Mm-hmm.
and who are they? It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of like cute to
Yeah,
think
and
about. It's like,
and
oh, there's so many cute people.
and I'm thinking, where are these people? Where are they from? And
Yeah.
I see that of course, my number one country is United States, but number
Ooh,
two is
same,
India,
same.
which is
Oh,
interesting.
interesting.
And then it's UK, Canada, and Philippines for the top
Oh
five.
yeah, I think I also have like United States, Canada. When I did mostly just tutorials or like mostly had views from tutorials, I also had India at like number two.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
It is funny
That is
because
funny.
uh, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, have you ever heard of the website Sportskita?
I heard the name, but I don't know what it
Yeah,
does.
it's they do a lot of articles based on gaming. Um, Sometimes they put in tutorials, but they have put up my videos up on there along with a tutorial. Quite often, their articles are written by AI, so they're quite wrong.
Ah, yikes.
And I don't really trust to get my information from them, let's go to the Minecraft wiki. That's probably the best one. But yeah, they're based in India. And it just made me wonder if that's where I was getting most of my views from India. But I
Just
do
like the article readers.
but I do know I have
Interesting.
a good number of subscribers from India that comment quite a lot. So it's great to see people from all over the world.
Yeah, it's so cool. Just
Mm-hmm.
like have so many different people. Yeah, like one of my friends is from New Zealand. And like, oh, sometimes I get
Mm-hmm.
like a percentage of like Australian, New Zealand because like, yay, that's where my friend lives. I'm so happy. It's so cute. Yeah, also like not just having viewers from all around the world, but
Mm-hmm.
also having friends from all around the world. Just like
Yeah.
when you're playing on SMPs, or just like being in a Minecraft community and just like sometimes interacting with people over social media or like commenting on videos, you make so many friends
Mm-hmm.
from everywhere. Like you just look around, like you can look on Google Maps. I'm like, oh, I know someone from this country, from this country, from this country. It's like everywhere. Everywhere I travel, I could just like hang out with a friend from YouTube. It's
Mm-hmm.
so cool. I love that.
Like I've played with people from, well, Germany, of course, uh,
Yay!
UK, Norway, Denmark,
Ooh,
um,
ooh.
Brazil,
Oh, that
and
is so cool.
well, Brazil. That's this is someone I've been kind of friends with, I guess you could say. I watch his live streams all the time, and we've a couple of times been on the same server, and that's Mr. Vloop. And
Wait, I know that guy.
yeah,
I know that guy from Twitter.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Unfortunately, there's an issue with Twitter and Brazil, so he can't access it right now.
Aw.
They made it
Oh,
illegal.
that's sad.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's sad.
yeah.
I mean, he could still do Twitch, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
He's
can't
on
make that.
Twitch.
That would be like heartbreaking if they made like the main platform illegal. That'd
Yeah.
be the worst. I would cry if they made
Mm-hmm.
YouTube illegal
Oh
here.
yeah,
That would
that
be the
would be
worst. Like, oh,
that would be the worst.
yep,
But
I would cry a lot.
so let's get into the depths of doing YouTube. So what do you do to
Oh,
make your process easier? As I know what I do, I have templates for my thumbnails. I generally use the same music for the background, and
ooh.
I kind of have a process that I do that makes things faster for me. But what do you do?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I also have like a music library. I
Mm-hmm.
always use like the stuff from Epidemic Sounds. I have
Me
like
too.
a license thing. Yeah,
Yep.
they're very good. Yeah, I have like a lot of music. I try to mix it up because I always
Mm-hmm.
want to change like the mood of the video through the background music. Like when I get chased by monsters or by angry bees or something, I make like a da 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 music that is
Yeah.
like, haha, it's so happy times. I'm like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna lose my hardcore, and I'm just gonna freak out as just happy music. So yeah, I have those all saved. Like every time I edit, I have them in a folder in like my editing software.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you also use HitFilm Express?
I do. In fact, I do.
Yes,
Yes.
I remember that. That is so funny. Like I don't know anybody who uses HitFilm Express.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody who uses HitFilm. But I think you said it like many years ago, and I remembered that. I was like, I wonder if
Mm-hmm.
this was actually you. It was you. That is so cool. Yeah, I use
I
that too.
I
Very
started
good.
out trying. I tried DaVinci, but it kept crashing on larger videos.
Oh, it
So
lags my PC. Yep.
I couldn't. I don't know why my computer can handle it. It's just that it kept crashing. Then I tried HitFilm Express, which is the way to edit on it is interesting. It's different than what
Hmm.
I was used to before. So I had to learn a new method of editing, but I'm so used to it now, and I really
Oh
like it.
yeah. Yeah, same. I'm super used to it. I don't know any other way to edit. I think all my friends use like the Premiere thingy that they
Mm,
subscribe to. Um, and then I don't know how they edit the stuff, but every time they show their editing timeline, I'm like, what the heck is this? What the heck is that? I don't know how to do any of this. I'm like, I just know my thing, and I don't know. I'm just happy with that. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know. They have some other features. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine with this because I just don't want to learn
Yeah.
anything new. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
one thing I like about HitFilm is that it's designed to work in the background while you're doing other things.
Oh
So
yeah.
that is really nice. I can just go and play Minecraft while it's exporting. So
Oh yeah. That is the
that's
best part about that.
yeah,
Mm.
that's something you can't really do with others. But the downside is it takes longer to export.
It does. Oh my
It takes
gosh.
a long
My
time.
like my 1 hour, 100 days take
Mm-hmm.
like 3 hours to render.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I just like sometimes I'm scared to touch the PC, even though I know it can do it. But if I want to play like another game, like that isn't Minecraft, like some heavier graphics one,
Yeah.
um, I'm like, what if this corrupts my editing? What if
Yeah.
I need to edit everything again or something? I don't know. I'm scared sometimes, but I never had anything like go wrong before. The only time it crashed was when I didn't have space on my PC. I was like, oh
Ah,
no,
yeah.
everything is broken. Oh, I didn't have enough storage on my
Mm.
hard drives.
So
Whoopsie.
we'll see what happens. In October, I'm finishing one of my the first season of my Let's Play, my main Let's Play,
Ooh.
and I'm going to compile all 14 episodes into one movie, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, movie time.
How
I love the
long is that
movies.
going to be, and how much time is it going to take to export?
Oh my gosh.
It's probably
Yep.
they're about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes each video. So, and
Oh.
I will be cutting out the outro of each of them because it's just me saying
Oh,
goodbye and all
same.
that stuff. I don't want that in there.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit shorter, maybe cutting out 30, 45 seconds each.
Mm.
But
Yep.
this is going to be interesting. And see how Hit Film will handle
Yeah.
that. How many hours?
Yeah. 5 hours movie. I think I had a 5 hour movie of my hardcore. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. Maybe it was 3 hours. I'm not sure anymore. But it was long. I think the longest movies I've seen when the Hermits did their movies. I think
Mm-hmm.
Jem did a movie. It was like I don't know. It was like really long. I was like, oh my gosh, Jem. Oh my gosh, it's so many hours.
I've seen
But yeah, it's still all the episodes. Like
yeah.
if they're doing like and if they're like calculating like 1,000 days or like roughly 1,000 days and they just recorded that much because it's collabs on SMPs. It's tend to get longer
Mm-hmm.
because you just like stand around talking, and that's like a
Yeah.
majority of the episode just collabing and not really doing like a long. Okay, I'm gonna cut all this wood, and then it's like several Minecraft days later, I just cut all this wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just one Minecraft day collabing, and that's like 10 minutes of the video.
Yep. That's true.
That so it makes things longer. If I'm gonna do like a movie of like the Guild SMP that I'm doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm scared it's gonna be super long.
Yeah.
I don't want to have like a 7 hour movie. I'd be scared. I don't know. I could still do okay. I
Yeah.
think Farzi did that. Seven
Yeah.
hours
Yeah. I think so.
hardcore. Like, oh my gosh, how long did that take to render?
Oh.
14 hours tops. Like on hit film, 14 hours
Yeah.
for sure.
Probably.
And on YouTube too with my bad internet.
Oh.
Um,
Like
oh my gosh.
I have really fast internet, so I'm not worried about upload times.
Ah.
My question is, how long is it going to take YouTube to process it?
Oh yeah.
I've had
Several days.
I've had videos where the processing would not complete and you had to re-upload.
Same.
That's annoying.
It's like, oh, I just did all like I put all the ads and I did the description, I did the tags. Now I have to do everything again.
Mm-hmm.
I could cry. Like, yeah, it hasn't happened to me in a few years. I'm
Yeah.
grateful. I hope I didn't jinx it. Please not my next video. Please no, that's a movie. Please no.
Yeah. Hope not.
No.
So, what do you feel that you need to improve for not Minecraft, but
Mm,
for YouTube?
for YouTube. I don't know, just maybe just like try new things and not be afraid to try new things
Mm.
because I I've been like afraid to try 100 days for years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was intimidated by the format that everybody was doing it in. Like I saw a lot of 100 days of people like a 20-minute video and people just play the basic game and they like it seemed like they scripted everything. So like
Yeah.
they were like talking about it afterwards. Um that was so intimidating to me. I tried like one time I tried a scripted let's play. It wasn't my thing because I like just like running around saying the most random garbage and
Mm-hmm.
being weird. And when you script, that kind of gets lost. So I don't know. I was like, I don't want to do 100 days. I'm scared.
Yeah.
This is like not my thing, but it's doing well for people. The format is kind of cool to have this challenge of completing something like a task that you've made for yourself, like build this cute cottagecore farm in like 100 days and then actually sort of planning it out to get it done. Yeah, I was scared to do that until I just randomly decided like I want to do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to do
Yeah.
more for YouTube. Just like if I see stuff that is like not really like my kind of recording style or editing style, but I like the idea of it, I can still do it because I can do it my way. And I need to find a way to see that because it took me like 3 years to see that for the 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've just been like recording like 1.5 hour long let's play videos where every time I go to nighttime and when I sleep, I wake up, I just record a little thing where I'm like, day 70 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a let's play, but it's 100 days. And I have a theme. I can try out a mod pack in those 100 days. I can try out a build style, like a block palette, and build up a little village, like anything I want, and I don't have to commit to a like really long-term kind of series with
Mm-hmm.
several episodes. It's just one video and I can just like have the best time of my life. So
Yeah.
yeah, I need to take that as an example to that for other things. I don't know what comes next, what else is going to be super interesting to me in the Minecraft YouTube space. But if I see it, I'm like, oh, this is too hard for me, or I can't do this. I need to think like, how can I make this Sev core?
Mm-hmm.
And then do it. That's like my biggest thing I need to just learn.
Yeah, something I've noticed that's interesting is longer videos tend to do better these days. We're getting
Yeah.
out of the fast-paced Mr. Beast style editing,
We are. I'm
which
happy
is
about it.
so nice. Things are
I'm
going
so
slower
happy about
pace.
it.
Short videos are not the way to go these days. Long videos are, and I like that.
Same. Yeah, it's no longer that people just want to see this huge amount of progress in like a 10-minute video. Like, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
built the entire universe of Minecraft, hardcore mode. I don't know, free Robux.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Yeah, that kind of stuff. You know, like there's like a niche for everything. And
Yeah.
I think there's still a whole bunch of viewers who love that kind of content
Mm-hmm.
of like the faster stuff. And like I think I still have a bunch of friends who do that stuff and love playing that. So it's like it's not going away, but it's no longer the only option like to creators, because when I started it seemed like that was the only option unless you're Hermitcraft.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if I do anything laid back, chill, it's gonna get 20 views. And then I would think like, oh, I have to make like a scripted, fast-paced thing where I build a giant house in like
Mm-hmm.
a 30-second time lapse, or like I don't know, 30 seconds would be too long. It has to be a 5-second time
Oh,
lapse.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like really, really quick. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I built this house. Oh my gosh, yes. And then I did this, I did that. Like I tried that. I gave it a try because I couldn't say I don't like it if I didn't try it.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried it. I don't like it. So it's like it's too much
Yeah.
grind for me. I just wanna play the game like chill. That's like my
Yes.
stuff. But for people who wanna like grind and be like, oh, boom, netherite armor first episode, so I can do other stuff because they wanna do the late game. You know, that's like that's good for them. if they want to do the late game fast. I want to be like, I haven't killed the Ender Dragon God Elytra in like over 1.5 years in my hardcore world. I don't care. I am not ever gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like, just gonna chill.
Yeah, like for me, I really don't care about beating the dragon. I just want to build. I want to build nice things.
Same,
And
exactly.
that's the that's my favorite part about the game. You can be creative. And
Yeah.
it's like Minecraft is a canvas and what you build is your artwork.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's like the most beautiful thing about this game is just you're just dropped into this random world and you just get inspired by everything around you
Mhm.
and you can just create. You can
Yep.
just do whatever you want and everybody can play like however they want. Some people want to fight and grind
Mhm.
or just like build a little house and then rage quit the world, you know,
Mhm.
however they want to play. They can play it and they can make videos like in whatever way they want to.
Yeah.
And like I think now is like the time where I really strongly feel that you can make any kind of video and at some point like hopefully they're like everybody's gonna have success with the kind of style they're like recording their videos.
Mhm.
um I don't know, like my friends kind of like pushed me towards that to see that
Yeah.
when I started doing like my first single player let's play. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this like fast paced kind of thing. That was like in 2020, I think. And I just came from an SMP where I met like a bunch of amazing girls like Drift, Brooke,
Mhm.
Frog, and we kind of started talking about YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I'm kind of doing this, and I don't know how I should do this, and I don't know, I don't really like this fast paced stuff, and I just looked at their stuff, and they were like, yeah, you can just do cozy stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked at their channels; they're doing really cute stuff. Like Brooke is doing that, like those really cute little builds. And like a lovely story to it, and just like really lovely little projects in her episodes.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, you can just do like really cute little episodes. You don't have to build a mega giant iron farm
Mhm.
tower in an 8-minute video.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so inspiring. Like all my friends kind of did that. I was like, I want to be like those cool people. And then I just went for it. I just
Mhm.
went for it and just did it. Um, and I don't know, it took a while for it to kind of like work
Mhm.
for me because I also like at that time was going through I want to transition from a tutorial and let's play channel to a just let's play channel,
Yeah.
and I only had like tutorial viewers. Um so it was kind of I was also going through that. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail. This is gonna be so hard. And then I kind of did it. Yeah, I don't know. My friends are epic.
Yep.
Basically that. They're epic. Subscribe to them.
One thing that I found interesting is in my chill Minecraft Let's Play. I only started it earlier in I think May, so I was playing it in the snapshots, and I was doing 20 minutes per video, so 20 minutes, which is 2 full Minecraft days. These are uncut videos. It's just me playing.
Ooh.
So long play style, but
Yeah.
it's Bob Ross style. And so about a month ago, I asked people in one video, like, would you prefer that I do 20-minute videos, which is 2 days, or 30-minute videos, which is 3 days? And overwhelmingly, they said make them longer, 30 minutes. And I have noticed that the views have gone up. They are better.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is. So
Huh.
longer seems to be better these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. People like long plays. I've tried a couple long plays.
So have I.
It's fun. It's like it's not really like my biggest thing that I'm super hyped to do. It's like because it's a lot of talking.
Mm.
And when you're like alone in a world and it's just like you just have to talk nonstop. I sometimes don't know what to say.
Oh,
So
I
like,
don't like doing that. I tried no commentary long plays, and
oh
I
yeah.
just thought, okay, these
Yeah,
are
that's
like
so chill.
2 hour long videos, and I'm not the kind of person who likes to build um, complicated big things on a live stream.
Yeah, exactly. True.
I'm a very slow builder. So when
Same.
I'm doing that kind of build, I want to do it in a regular Let's Play video because that gives me time to
Mm-hmm.
think without having to think about what I want to say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I tried that. Like the no commentary long plays, I put them mainly like on my second channel,
mhm,
because I was like, it's just like me playing Minecraft, people sleep to it or like
yeah,
have it in the background kind of stuff. I don't know if that's like for my main channel because it was so different from what I usually
mhm,
do. So I put that on the second channel. Um, and then it was kind of fun, like recording it like the first couple times. Because I just put on like an audiobook of Warrior Cats and just like muted my mic.
mhm,
Uh, and just had like the game sounds recording
mhm,
and then just played, listened to an audiobook. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build a random house, just gonna run around the world. I was like, sometimes I struggled being like, I can't pause the game, or like if I do have to like make sure to remember that cut and like align it so it's not
yeah,
super obvious or something. I don't know. Yeah, and then like constantly starting over a world and then just building like with stone tools over and over, just
mhm,
getting started again and again. That was kind of like at some point got kind of like boring to me.
mhm,
But my friend Drift did like a genius thing. She just did a long play series. Like that
yeah,
is so genius. So she just grinded out enchanted diamond tools and then she just like she was set. She could just build a cute little village. I think she did an island.
mhm,
Uh and she didn't have to start over in the game and like find an area, grind all the tools and resources again, and like breed a bunch of animals again. It was just like, oh, I'm already in this world. I have a base, I have a bed, I have storage. I can
yeah.
just build again.
Yeah,
So good.
I have noticed that Drift and Wax Fraud have done really well with that kind of video.
Oh yeah, true wax too.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they're both like the long play
Mhm.
OGs, I think.
Yep. And yeah, they've definitely blown up.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, when Drift joined the SMP I was on, she was like at like 96K
Mhm.
subscribers. I was like at 1,400 or something. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, she is so cool. I'm too scared to talk to her." I was so scared. And then we didn't talk to each other because we were both scared of each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, then somehow we just like ended up in like one collab. Um because somebody else were like, it was like, oh, I'm new to the server, and we were both like, oh yeah, we could show you like a parkour thing
Yeah.
that Loris did, and then I don't know, we just hung out and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And we
Mhm.
realized we're both not scary people.
It's kind of funny because sometimes if you're a smaller like sub 100,000 subscribers
Hmm.
and you wonder, do the big guys know who I am? And like I got to know Farzi when he was just over 100,000. So
Oh yeah.
and he started a server last year. It only lasted a few months, but I went on and he was talking to well, I shouldn't say he was talking to, but a lot of people were trying to talk to him. And I log on and I say something and immediately he's talking to me. I was like, okay, so
Aw.
Farzi's huge right now, and he's focusing on me. And
So nice.
yeah, and you know Python, he was a
Oh
hermit,
yeah.
so I was in
Yeah, yeah, I
his
wasn't an SMP
yeah
with him. Almost. Almost. I think he didn't join it, but we
yeah
talked.
yeah. So I was just watching one of his live streams, and I started talking, and he said, "Oh, here's another Minecraft YouTuber." I'm like, "Oh, so you do know
Aw.
who I am?" Okay, but yeah, it's like there are
Yeah.
people who will look at the bigger YouTubers and think they would never talk to me, or I'm so scared to talk to them. And
Yeah. And then they do.
and and I used to think someone with 25,000 subscribers, they're huge. They're so big compared to what I
Same.
was back then. And it's like,
Yeah.
will they even talk to me? It's that kind of feeling. And then of course, you and I are both in the upper half of the almost 100,000. And people below us are people with fewer. I wouldn't say they're below us. They're the same. They're the same.
Just the sub count.
We are we are all just people.
Yeah, we just try.
Yeah.
We all try.
But the numbers make people think that they probably think that they're above me. They're too good to talk to me. That kind of thing. It's like idolization, celebrity.
Yeah.
But it's not
Yeah,
really.
or like they're just like scared. I don't know. Like when I had like, I don't know, like 1,000 subscribers or like under that, like anybody who had more subscribers than me was like, oh my gosh, they have success. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. Like, oh my gosh, they're like so epic. I want to be like them. I want to have that many subscribers. So I was just like chasing subscribers, like, oh, I want to be cool and have many subscribers so people think I'm cool, that kind of stuff. And then later when I joined SMPs, I was always scared to approach people with more subscriber counts. And there were some people who were like, oh, I have more subs, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Like there were people like that. There are people like that.
Of course there are.
Yeah, and then I was scared every time I had like an interaction like that. When I was like on an SMP, there was like a big creator, and when I would like be like, oh hi, do you want to do something with me, they would like ignore that. And when like another YouTuber with their like same kind of sub count would be like, oh, let's call up, oh yeah, let's do this, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, maybe they're just like, maybe they're friends, maybe they don't know me, that's awkward. So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, but I was always scared of that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I don't want to be scared of that anymore. If there are like creators in like my Minecraft space, I don't want to be scared to reach out to them. Like usually like we're all friends anyway. So like if I'm on an SMP, like Drift and Brooke always make these amazing SMPs, and they often invite some new people, and I'm like, who are they? And I'm always so excited. And this for this guild SMP that we're doing, they invited, I think, 4 people, maybe 4 people that I didn't know before that or just heard of. And a lot of them like had like under 20K subscribers, or like in the 1,000 2,000 range. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. They're like big creators, like Drift has like 200,000 something. It's like she's not looking at the subscriber count. Like we're all not looking at the subscriber count. We're just seeing amazing people and being like, oh my gosh, I want to play Minecraft with them. They're amazing. They make amazing videos. And like if they don't have a lot of subs, that just means they haven't been found yet, because we've all started somewhere. And sometimes it just takes a while for like our videos to be seen, or for us to learn like a way to somehow make the algorithm like us. It's not there's not like a way to do that. Everybody has to figure that out for themselves, because every channel and every person is different. So I don't know. I think it's just
I think that's great advice for anyone who wants to have a YouTube channel. It's true. And also, they should just know that even people like Grian and Mumbo Jumbo, they're just people.
Exactly.
They get tons of messages a day, which is why they don't answer everyone. Because they just don't have the time. But if you were to encounter them, like just, I don't know, if you go to like some kind of event, or if you just encounter them on the street, they're going to be just regular, normal people.
Exactly. Yeah, they're just really, really cool people.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's people. Yeah. I had like one of the hermits, Gem. She commented just like randomly out of nowhere, commented on my first hardcore Let's Play episode.
Oh.
And she was like, oh, you're such a great YouTuber. It's gonna be a great series. I was like, oh my gosh, screaming and crying and freaking out. Like it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
like somebody I've kind of like been inspired by and looked up to as like a bigger creator who's like really successful and doing really amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is so cool. They know who I am. They
Yep.
clicked on my video. They listened to the weird stuff I said and they
Mm-hmm.
commented on it and liked it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it's like they're just people. They're
Yep.
also just people. They're not like some higher beings that we're like below them or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like sometimes you think that when you see like a big YouTuber and you're super impressed, you're like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. I can never be as cool as them. And
Mm.
it's like, oh, they're my idol. I want to be like them, kind of stuff. But just we're all people. We're all trying, and some people have more success than others, or some people just have some ideas that come out at the right time and blow up their channels.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's luck, but it's all just a bunch of amazing people. And like in the end, it's just a giant cozy Minecraft community, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so great to just be a part of that.
Yep.
And I don't know, I'm grateful for that. I
That
love
is
it.
the truth. Yep. But I think that is a great note to finish off today. So I'd like to thank
Oh
you
yeah,
very much for being my guest today.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. So I really enjoyed our chat. Do you have anything you would like anyone to ask you? Like, actually, I should
uh,
ask the listeners. Is there anything you would like to ask Sev? And I will, of course, let her know that there's a comment for her.
Yay. Yeah, ask me anything. Just nothing weird about poo.
All right.
Yeah, I had to make this weird at the end. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. And I will have to see who's going to be the next guest. I have some ideas, and I would love to have some suggestions in the comments as well about who you would like to see as a guest. But keep in mind that some of them are so busy, they probably don't even see my my message. But others, they may. But we'll see. So thank you for listening and watching if you are watching on YouTube. And we'll see you next time. So bye-bye.